All right, so I'm out on 35th. I believe this is 35th. This might be 36th or 38th in Quebec. So, conference. You all are right here in the Renaissance. So just some context here, just for built environment. I'm just coming from and crossing Quebec on the east side. Grocery store, just a little bit south. There is a Walmart, there's banks, restaurants, and just 3 or 4 blocks further east is the train, one of the main train bus stations, newer train stations. You can also access it on Smith Road. But there's no wayfinding out here for anybody to know that the train station is down there, the bus station's down there. On this side, you have okay crossings and intersections. You have directional ramps that are going right here. You've got a signal that have been somewhat updated recently. These are somewhat recently painted. So those are all decent things. This is a pretty high-speed corridor. You'll also notice it's a little rougher as you cross over here. You'll notice the construction. Actually, you know what? Since we're here, let's just go look at it. I want to show you an example. But really quick, you've got detached sidewalks, so you have a little bit of a break from the road, so you're not right up on the road yet, at least right here. This is Chick-fil-A is a newer development, so in the city of Denver, private property owners are in charge of maintaining, updating sidewalks, but this is also a state highway, so it's complicated. A lot of responsibility should be falling on the state and even on the city in getting sidewalks and things put into place on these popular transit corridors, these state highway corridors. You'll notice up here, and we'll walk up here, it goes back to being attached to the street. But as we go here, I want to just show an example of what happens all the time when we think about walkability, accessibility, rollability. So you've got this diagonal ramp, which doesn't do a whole lot of good. It at least helps people get down, but people then are guided to go directly into the street itself, into the oncoming traffic, and cars have no idea what direction you're going, which causes a lot of confusion. So this is a good example of just disconnection around what people depend on as experience, getting from place to place, getting on and off the bus, getting to home, getting to work. So you have a bus stop here, doesn't have a bench, doesn't have anything. Looks like it might be closed for a while. There used to be a bench here, but you've got a small sign just saying no longer. And then if someone's running late or needing to get to, here's what we have for access. So there's no safe way for wheelchairs, older adults, kids. Literally, they have to climb over this, and I tell you, this moves sometimes 40, 50, sometimes 60 miles an hour. And there's no buffer, that the cars are right up on it. So what you're seeing here is just a disconnect on the private property, on the private construction end, working with the state or the city. So if it's Williams Construction, then we're looking at a gap and making this connection. And then you have the splashing. So we think about weather, all weather conditions, rain, winter. So this is an example of if I was taking people out, so I'm video documenting this and I'm going to share this, but it's also a way this is an example of organizing to invite decision makers, people that are reaching out to Williams Construction, reaching out to the city council office, reaching out to the state transportation office, knowing the different players, the private property owner here, not just the construction contractor, and inviting representatives from those institutions to be doing a walk to talk about the challenges of this area and how to mitigate it. You've got also another one, sidewalk closed. So we'll look at just the challenges here, right? So then you'd have to go around and then cut across traffic. It looks like it's also closed down there, so a lot of darting in front of cars. And you're just not, I can explain this to you all day, but to visually see it is better via taking a video, and to actually invite people to go on the walk itself or the roll itself is even better than that, so they experience the chaos and the tension of trying to get around. And we have a lot of practical destinations. So this is just within a block or two of the conference area. Check it out for yourself, do some storytelling as an example. Peace.